Hello, sports fans and baseball fans. Today, I have an APBA game for you. It's me, Sportsman Z, of course, Bob Zolke. Got an APBA game from my 2024 White Sox replay. We are up to game 23, and my White Sox come into this game 8-14, which is actually a better record than they had at this point in the real season in 2024. So some disclaimers. The lineups are not as used, or, the real lineups, because I did not get every player when I bought this 2024 set. So I just got the base set, which doesn't have every single player. And that means that I have to make do with what I have and make lineups from that and do the best that I can doing that. So anyway, the cards are right here, so you can see what we roll when we roll it, and we will roll it into this cup right here, into this, So anyway, you've got, I'll go over the lineups as they come up. The White Sox are visiting. We are in Target Field. And the lineup will be Nicky Lopez for the White Sox leading off and playing second base. Nick Senzel will bat second and play third. Gavin Sheets bats third and plays right field. Eloy Jimenez will be the DH. Andrew Vaughn will be the first baseman playing and batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Corey Julks in left field. Batting seventh will be Paul DeJong, or DeYoung. I like to call him DeJong. Playing shortstop. Batting eighth will be Dominic Fletcher in center field. And batting ninth will be Martin Maldonado, the catcher. We are a two defensive team because we are a 40, and I believe that gives you a fielding rating of 2. Let me just verify that. Yes, and actually, the Twins are going to be a 3, but anyway, we'll get to them later. But we are a fielding 2 team. And with that, I will get on with it. You've got Lopez facing Pablo Lopez. So it's Lopez versus Lopez to lead the game off here. Let me make sure. Yeah. So that is a 34, and a 34 will be a 31. And a 31 is a fly out to center field. So that is going to be an 8. Fly out 8. Next batter is Nick Senzel, actually doing pretty well for us on the season. Oh. Yep, I lost my dice. All right, so we need to get another die. Have them at the ready. 25 on Senzel is a 39. And a 39 is a strike. And it's a base on balls if the pitcher is has a W rating, and he doesn't. So it's a strike. So we'll re-roll it. And that is a 45. 45 is a 14. And a 14 is a walk. So he is aboard with a walk. Senzel is. And Pablo Lopez walks his first batter of the game. That brings up Gavin Sheets. And now we have a man at first, so we have to switch charts. And by the way, Pablo Lopez is a C pitcher. That is a 66 on Sheets. That's going to be a 0. That's going to be a re-roll. And we re-roll it, and it's a 51. 51, and his second thing is a 2, and that is going to be a triple along the right field foul line. So Sheets triples in Senzel. And he is now at third base. So now I've got a runner at third. Got to go to that chart. So Sheets flashing the speed there. And Eloy Jimenez is up. And he's a 55. That's going to be big time. That's an 8. And an 8 on a C pitcher is a single over second and the runner scores. Obviously, the runner scores. So Jimenez with a single and an RBI. And he had an RBI as well. And so that brings up Vaughn, the Vaughnster, with a runner at first and only one out. Lopez off to a very bad start here. Got to go back to the runner at first chart. It's the only annoying thing about this game is constantly going back and forth between the charts. Runner at first base. And he gets a 25. 25 is a 9. 9 on a C-grade pitcher is going to be out at first, runner to second. So the runner does move to second, and that is a assist by the third baseman. So it's going to be a 5-3. And Vaughn makes the second out. But now we have a runner at second, and Jolks is the batter, Corey Jolks. And he gets a 14. 14 is a 30. 30 is a let's see. is a fly out to left field. So he flies out to left. Oh boy, the charts just fell on the floor. Everything falling apart here because I have a very crowded and messed up basement. So we get 2 runs. The White Sox get 2 runs on 2 hits. And we'll lead 2-0 after the first half inning. So we will have Drew Thorpe pitching. Hopefully you can see that card. The lineup for the Twins will be Royce Lewis leading off and being the DH. Edouard Julien will bat second and be the second baseman. Trevor Larnach will bat third and play left field. Max Kepler will bat in the cleanup spot and play right field. Batting fifth will be Byron Buxton, the center fielder. Batting sixth will be Willie Castro, the shortstop. Batting seventh will be Carlos Santana, the first baseman. Batting eighth will be Kyle Farmer, and he's playing third. And in the ninth spot will be Christian Vasquez, the catcher. So we will get going with this. And Thorpe is a grade D pitcher with an R and W modifier. So that is a 31. 31 on Royce Lewis is a 14, and that will be a walk. So the Twins lead off the same way we did. And by the way, I have to catch up here with the runs and the hits. Lopez gave up 2 runs and a walk. Lewis is aboard, and now Edouard Julien is up. He gets a 53. 53 is a 19. 19 on a fielding 2 team is first on error by the third baseman. So that advances Lewis to second, and it's an E3. And now we have 2 runners on, or the Twins actually have 2 runners on, and Larnach is the batter, Trevor Larnach. And that's a 44. That's going to be huge for them. That is an 8. 8 on a D grade pitcher is, hold on, I got to go runner at first and second. A D grade pitcher is, and what was that? 44 is an 8. 8 is a single over short, 1 run scores, and the other to second. Okay. Single, and he gets an RBI. And Julian stops at second, so that brings up Kepler. And now I got a runner at second only. And Kepler gets a 21. 21 is a 32. 32 in a fielding 2 team is a flyout, runner holds, and put out by the right fielder. That's going to be the first out for them. Buxton is the batter. He gets a 24. 24 is a 13. 13 is a strikeout. We know that. So Thorpe strikes out his first man. He also allows a run, which I have to catch up with. And he walked a batter, which I have to catch up with. But there's 2 outs now, and Willie Castro is the batter. And he gets a 13. 13 is a 42 on a fielding 2. Is a hit by pitch, batter takes first base. So, let's see. Runner on second. Oh, wait, it's runner on first and second. Runner on first and second base is 42 on a fielding 2. Yeah, hit by pitch and fills the bases. So, let's see. Yeah, he hit a batter. And with 2 outs and the bases loaded, this is Carlos Santana, their first baseman for the Twins. Whoa, he gets a 2. That's there an 11. That's a 5. And a 5 with the bases loaded. Let's go to that. Bases loaded and a 5 on a D grade pitcher is a double to right, 3-runner score. Yeah. Double to right. 1, 2, 3. So that was big. Now we've got a runner only at second. Runner on second base. And Kyle Farmer is the batter. 21. 21 is a 32. 32 on a fielding 2 team is fly out to right field. So they get 4 runs on 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, just 2 hits. So they get 4 runs, and the Twins lead at 4-2 after 1 inning, which is crazy. So Paul DeYoung will go out there against Lopez. Make sure those are in the scene. Yep. And he gets a 24. 24 is a 13, which is a strikeout. Dude had a lot of strikeouts. But that's the first for Pablo Lopez. And Dominic Fletcher is up. And he gets a 65. 65 is a 35. And 35 on a fielding 3 team is a ground out to first. And that brings up Maldonado. Martin Maldonado, weak hitting catcher, great defensively, gets a 21. 21 is a 13, and that's a strikeout. And Pablo Lopez has a very quick and much better inning in the second than he had in the first. And we got no runs and no hits. And we go to the bottom of the second inning with the White Sox trailing in the game by 2 runs, 4-2. Thorpe will go back out there. You know me, I like to extend pitchers past what they should probably do. Vasquez gets a 12. 12 is a 25 on a fielding 2. And that is going to be an out at first with an assist by the second baseman. So he's out 4-3. Royce Lewis is the batter. He gets a 31. 31 is a 14. That is going to be a walk. So he's walked twice. And that is the second walk issued by Thorpe. And Julian is the batter. Edward Julian. And he gets a 16. 16 is a 28 on a fielding 2. And that is an out at first. Oh, wait a minute. We got a runner at first. That is an out at first, runner to second with an assist by the shortstop. So that's 6-3. And Larnach is the batter. And now we got a batter at second. This is really crazy because, I mean, the runners, the situation, the base running situation keeps changing constantly. I'm used to games where they just get out, they get out, they get out, and so it's bases empty all the time. But that's not happening here. 64 for Larnach is a 13, which is a strikeout. And Thorpe strikes out a man, and he has a much better second inning as well. And we go to the top of the third inning. And we also are at the top of the White Sox order with Pablo Lopez out there to pitch. Make sure that everything is in the scene. I think it is. Yeah, looks like it is. So that is a 56. 56 is a 34. 34 with the bases empty. And a fielding 3 is a pop out to the shortstop. Nick Senzel is the batter now. That is a 66. That's a 0. It's going to be a re-roll. Big time. And that is a 32. 32 on the re-roll. On the second is a 7. 7 on a C-grade pitcher is a single. So Senzel has walked and singled today. And there goes my voice. Hopefully not. Sheets is up. Now, Sheets tripled last time. He tripled the run home last time. Let's see if he can do that here. We have a runner at first, though. We have to switch the chart. And that's a 2. That's going to be big time. And we're going to re-roll that. And that is a 21. 21 on the re-roll is a 6. 6 on a C-grade pitcher is a double over first, runner to third. Jimenez is the batter with runners at the corners and only 1 out. That is a 35. 35 is a 40. 40 on a runner at first and second. Runner on first and second, and that was a 40 on a fielding 3 team. First base on air, filling the bases. Air by the second baseman. Oh, wait a minute. No, first and third. It's not first and second, so that run probably scores. Runner on first and third. And that was a 35. 35 is a 40. 40 on a 3 is a fly out. Runner scores, other holds. And it's a put out by the center fielder. All right. So that was, let's change that to an 8 and a sac fly. And the runner at second stays. So now we have a runner at second and 2 outs. And Vaughn is the batter. And that's going to be a 31. 31 is a 14. That is a walk, I believe. Yep. That's another walk issued by Lopez. And Jolks is the batter. That is a 31. 31 is a 14. That is a walk, I believe. Runners are at first and second. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, first and second. And that is, yeah, base on balls that fills the bases. Which brings up DeYoung. Paul DeYoung, batting with the bases loaded and 2 down. And that is a 51. 51 is a 14, and I believe that's a walk. Let's go to the bases loaded, but I think it's going to be a walk. Bases loaded, and 14 is base on balls. Z or ZZ pitcher, it's just 2 balls. Let's see. He does Z, so it's just 2 balls, and we re-roll it. That is a 62. 62 is a 13, and that's a strikeout. So I was getting excited. I thought we might have tied the game there, but we didn't. But we did get a run, so we bring it to within 1 run at the score of 4-3. Still sending Thorpe out there. Yes, we are. Because like I said, I like to pitch pitchers long. I don't like starters coming out early. I hate that. I don't do it very often. And really, it's 4-3, so... Kepler is the batter, I believe, yes. That is a 51. 51 is a 9. So let's go back to the base is empty. Got to change it. A 9 on a D grade pitcher is a single over short. And so now we got a runner at first. And the batter is Buxton. See, this game is taking a long time because I have to keep changing the charts because the base situation keeps changing. 42 is a 13, which is a strikeout. So Thorpe strikes out his 3rd man of the game. And Willie Castro is up. And by the way, Lopez gave up his 3rd run. Got to record that. Castro gets a 42. 42 is a 13. That's a strikeout. So Thorpe helping himself big time, helping me as well by not changing the base situation. And Carlos Santana is the batter. And he gets a 62. 62 is a 13, and he strikes out the next 3 men in a row, which helps him immensely. And we have to catch this up. We got 1 run here in the 3rd. And on how many hits? Just 2. We got 2 hits that inning. These guys got no runs but 1 hit. And here they got no runs and no hits. So we go to the top of the 4th. Fletcher facing Lopez. Dominic Fletcher. Believe that's who it is. It is. That is a 25. 25 is a 9 on a grade C pitcher. That's going to be a pop fly to 3rd base. Pop out to 3rd. Maldonado is the batter. He he gets a 26. 26 is a 24. 24 on a fielding 3 is out at first with an assist by the shortstop, so it's 6-3. And back to the top of the order, which Lopez does not want to see the guys that come after this, but this is Nicky Lopez. He gets a 55, though. That's big. That's an 8 on a grade C pitcher, which is a single to left center field. So we got a runner at first now. And this is the part of the lineup that's been doing damage to him. Senzel is up. Senzel has singled and walked today. And he gets a 52. 52 is a 27. 27 on a 3 fielding team is out at first, and that's it. Runner to second, assist by the second baseman. So that's a 4-3. And we get no runs and 1 hit. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Farmer will be facing Thorpe. Drew Thorpe, still out there. And that's a 33. That's going to be huge. That is a 0, and it's going to be, so we do the second column. And that is a 32. 32 is a 6 in the second column. And that is going to be 6 on a D pitcher is a double to right center. So, Kyle Farmer, of all people, with a double. So we got to go to the runner on second. And roll the dice again for Vasquez, the catcher. He gets a 54. 54 is a 32. 32 on a fielding 2 team is a fly out and runners hold. And it's a, what is it? Fly out to right. Lewis, back to the top of the order with Royce Lewis. And he gets a 45. 45 is a 14, which is a walk. Thorpe walking another guy. Not helping his cause here. Edward Julian is up with 2 runners on and 1 out. And he gets a 31. 31 is a 14, which is a walk. And now the bases are loaded for Larnach with only 1 out. And that is a 54. 54 is a 32. 32 with the bases loaded. Uh, 32 on a fielding 2 team is fly out, runner on second and third, advance 1 base, other holds. Put out by the right fielder. So that's going to be a sac fly with Farmer coming home. Kepler is up, and now we have runners at first and third. First and third base with Kepler up. And 2 down. And he gets a 42. 42 is a 13, which is a strikeout. But they get 1 run, the Twins do, for their 5th run of the game, and on one hit. So it is 5-3 Twins as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Now Sheets is up. Sheets has had himself a day. He comes into this at bat 2 for 2 with a triple and a single. And that is a 56. 56 is a 13, which is a strikeout. So that's not so impressive. Eloy Jimenez is up. He gets a 65. 65 is a 35. And 35, back to the bases empty. .35 on a fielding 2 team is a ground out to first. And Vaughn is the batter. Andrew Vaughn, the first baseman. And he gets a 56. 56 is a 30. 30 on a 3 fielding team is a fly out to left field. So we get no hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Now, I am going to take Thorpe out of the game. So we will go find another pitcher. And we are going to go with Gus Varland. So he only pitches 4 innings. Don't like to take pitchers out early. This is early, but Varland, however, is a B pitcher with a Y and Z modifier. So he should do better than Thorpe did. And we have the bases empty. Yes, we do. With Buxton the batter. Is that correct? That is correct. That is a 36. 36 is a 33 on a 2 fielding team, and that's a pop out to second base. That brings up Willie Castro. Willie Castro gets a, can you see these rolls? I guess you can't see all these rolls. That is a 42, and a 42 is a 13, which is a strikeout. Varland strikes out his first man. And that brings us, see, this is the problem. With a camera phone, there's only so much I can record. There's only so much I can get in the frame. And I try to get everything in. Santana, the batter, that's a 22. That's going to be huge. That is an 8. 8 on a B-grade pitcher, though, is a fly out to center field. So they get no runs and no hits. We go to the top of the 6th. Pablo Lopez is still out there. We will still have him out there. That is a 62. 62 is a 13, which is a strikeout. And another strikeout for Pablo Lopez. I've got it as his 5th. Not sure if that's correct, but that's what I got. Paul DeYoung is up. That's going to be a 55. That'll be big. That's an 8. 8 on a on a C grade pitcher is a single to left center field. So we got a man on with Fletcher up. And he gets a 33. That's going to be big. That's a 7. 7 with a C grade pitcher is a single to right, runner to third. Now we got runners at first and third. So we got to go to that chart. And Maldonado, the batter, unfortunately. That is a 56, and a 56 is a 34. 34 on a fielding 3 team is an infield fly, pop out to third base. And that brings up the top of the order, Nicky Lopez, the second baseman. Runners at first. That's a 2. That's a 0. It's going to be a re-roll on the second column. And that's a 55. 55 on the re-roll is a 5. 5 on a grade C pitcher is going to be a home run over the right field fence. So Nicky Lopez hits a home run. It's 3 RBIs, actually. Oh! And it gives the White Sox the lead. And Lopez gives up a home run and 3 more runs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it is now 6-5 White Sox with Senzel the batter. They're going to try to let Lopez get out of this inning at least. That is a 24. 24 is a 13, which is a strikeout. So Lopez does strike out the last man that he's obviously going to face. But the White Sox get 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits and take a 3, 5, 6 to 5 lead, bottom of the 6th inning. So Varland's going to go back out to the mound and face the Twins lineup, which is going to start with Kyle Farmer. And that is verified. That is exactly what's going to happen. Got to go back to the bases empty. Back to the bases empty chart. He gets a 35. 35 is a 36. 36 on a fielding 2 is a ball unless he has a W modifier, and he doesn't, so it's just 1 ball. So we will re-roll it. And that is a 64. 64 is a 13, which is a strikeout. Varland strikes out his second guy. And Christian Vasquez, the catcher, is up. And that is going to be a 26. 26 is a 24. 24 on a fielding 2 team is out at first with an assist by the shortstop. And that brings up Royce Lewis. And that is a 45. 45 is a 14, which is a walk. Top of the order, he gets on. That is the, he's actually 0 for 0 today with 4 walks, yeah. That's the first walk for Varlin, though. And that is a 23 for Julian. He gets a 12. Runner on first with a B pitcher and a fielding 2 team is a double play, but we don't need the double play, so that's just an out, and it was an assist by the shortstop. So it's just going to be 6-3. And they get no runs and no hits. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Top of the 7th inning, and the lineup that has dogged Lopez all day is coming up. So they will not keep Lopez in. He went 6 innings, which was 1 inning too many, as it turns out. And they're going to bring in Griffin Jacks. Griffin Jacks comes in. Base is empty. Got to go to the bases empty chart. Sheets is the batter. He gets a 15. 15 is an 8. 8 on a grade A pitcher, though, is going to be huge for them. It's a pop out to third base. Eloy Jimenez is up. He gets a 44. That's going to be big. That's an 8. Well, maybe it won't be. 8 is no, it's a pop fly to third base. And big Andrew Vaughn. He gets a 42. 42 is a 13, which is a strikeout. So the White Sox get nothing there, nothing and nothing, no hits, no runs. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. I've got Larnach as the batter, and I probably have to take out our man Gus Varlin out of the game. He pitched 2 innings. Is that correct? That is correct. And we're going to go with, try to find another decent pitcher. We're going to go with Justin Anderson, who is a C pitcher. He comes in to pitch against Larnach, and that is correct. In the 7th, that is a 34. 34 is a 31. 31 on a fielding 2 team is a fly out to center field. Brings up Max Kepler. That is a 43. 43 is a 29. 29 on a fielding 2 team is an out at first with an assist by the pitcher. And Buxton is going to be the batter with 2 down and nobody on. And that is a 43. 43 is a 29, and 29, I think we just established, is an out at first with a 1-3. So they get no runs, no hits. We go to the top of the 8th. The White Sox just might hold on here. That's what we got to see. Jax is going out there. He's an 8 pitcher. And he's going to face Corey Julks. He gets a 51. 51 is a 14, which is a walk. So Jax allows his first man aboard, and that's via the walk. Via the free pass, and that brings up Paul DeYoung. Paul DeYoung with a 2. That's a 5 on a grade A pitcher. And that's going to be a double over first. Oh, wait a minute. Runner at first. And a 5 is a what? That's a home run. Nice. Paul DeYoung hits a home run. So Jack's not doing his job here. Bases are empty again. Base is empty with Fletcher up. That is a 15. 15 is a 9. 9 on a grade A pitcher is out at first with an assist by the shortstop, so he's out 6-3. And Maldonado is the batter. Not expecting much from him. That is a 51. 51 is a 22. 22 on a fielding 3 team is first on error by the pitcher. So Jax is falling apart here. He allows Maldonado aboard, so now we have a runner at first. And Nicky Lopez up. And he gets a 24. 24 is a 27. 27 on a fielding 3 team is out at first, runner to second, assist by the third baseman. So that's just going to be a 5-3 with Maldonado going to second. And Nick Senzel is the batter. That is going to be 2 outs. 2 outs and a runner at second base now. And he gets a 45. 45 is a 14, which is a walk. Jack's completely falling apart here. And Sheets is the batter. He gets a 34. 34 is a 31. And a 31 on a fielding 3 is a fly out. And that's going to be it. Fly out to center field. But we get 2 runs on one hit. and have an even bigger lead, we go to the bottom of the 8th. And Willie Castro, I'm going to send Justin Anderson out there again. Base is empty. He gets 31. 31 is a 14. That is a walk. First man allowed on by Justin Anderson. Got to go to the next chart. He gets a 33. That's going to be huge for Santana. That's a 6. 6 on a C-grade pitcher is a double over first, runner to third. If he's fast, he scores. He is fast, so he scores, and that's just going to be a double. I mean, it's a double. It's a run-scoring double. Justin Anderson allowing a run. Now we got a runner at second. Runner at second and Farmer up. Kyle Farmer is the batter. That is a 21. 21 is a 32. 32 on a fielding 2 is a fly out, runner holds. And let's see. It's a fly out to right field. That brings up Christian Vasquez, and they're going to pinch hit for Christian Vasquez right here with Jeffers, the other catcher. And he's going to go in for, he will also go in for Vasquez, but we got Jeffers pinch hitting. Pinch hitting in the 8th inning. He gets a 53, and a 53 is an 18. 18 on a fielding 2 team is out at first, runner to third, and that is an assist by the shortstop. Wait, he was at second still, right? I'm going to say he was still at second and he went to third on that. And so now we have a runner at third base. Runner at third base and back to the top of the order with Royce Lewis. He gets a 26. 26 is a 13, which is a strikeout. And Anderson strikes him out. And Jax is going to come out of the game. And they will put in Trevor Richards. Trevor Richards is a C-grade pitcher as a reliever. Jax went 2 because we are in the top of the ninth. They got one run. Oh, okay, I forgot. I got to put that one there. They got one run on one hit. And we're in the top of the ninth. And the score is 4-5-6 to 2-3, 8-6. I've got with the top of the ninth, Chicago up 8-6, and they're batting in the ninth. And Eloy Jimenez is the batter against Trevor Richards, the new pitcher for the Twins. The new catcher for the Twins is Jeffers. And, yeah, Jimenez in the ninth. And he gets a 13. 13 is a 22. And we got to go all the way back to the no runners on. 22 on a fielding 3 is going to be a first on air by the pitcher. So Eloy Jimenez works his way aboard on an E1 for the second time this game by the Twins. And that brings up Andrew Vaughn. And he gets a 62. 62 is a 13, which is a strikeout. Richards with the K. Jolks is up. He gets a 44. 44 is going to be big, potentially. It's an 8 on a C-grade pitcher with a runner at first. And an 8 is a single to center, runner on second. Yeah, okay, runner to second. So now we got runners at first and second with one out. And is Paul DeYoung the batter? Yes, he is. And he gets a 2. That's a 5. 5 on a C-grade pitcher is going to be a triple to a triple to the right field bullpen. Triple and 2 RBIs. Eloy Jimenez scores. He got on by an error, and Jolks, who singled, also scores on that triple. And now we've got a runner at third base, and Trevor Richards has allowed 2 runs. Let's see, I got to catch up here. Okay, so runner at third base. Runner at third base and Fletcher up. And he gets a 56. 56 is a 34. 34 on a 3 fielding team is a pop out to first base. And there are now 2 outs. Yeah. 2 outs with Maldonado up. He gets a 53. 53 is a 13, and that's a strikeout. And Richard strikes the man out. But we do get another 2 runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Twins are losing now 2-4-6. 7, 8, 9, 10 to 6. So the Twins are going to need 4 runs right here just to tie the game. I don't like their odds, but we are going to bring in another pitcher. Varland only goes, what, 4, 6? Yeah, he only goes 2. And we're going to go get another pitcher. And it doesn't matter if it's D, doesn't matter if it's an F, which they don't even have, because I don't think they're getting 4 runs no matter what. We're going to bring in Dominic Leone. And Dominic Leone is terrible. I mean, he had a 663 earned run average, and he is not pitching well for us this year. But we're going to see if he can get out of this inning without allowing 4 runs. He is a grade D pitcher as well. So let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Julian is listed as the batter, and he is. That, it's a 22. Starting off bad, that's an 8. That is an 8 on a D grade pitcher, which is a single to left center. That brings up Trevor Larnach. That is a 35. 35 is a 14, which is a walk. All right, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Kepler is now the batter. Although I don't think those results would have mattered. 33. You got to be kidding me. That is check it on the second roll. That is a 46. 46 is a 6. 6 on a first and second. On a D grade pitcher is a double to left center, runners score. Man. What is that? Double. All right, I don't know. Buxton is up. There's no outs yet. That is a 53. 53 is a 16 with a runner at second. 16 on a fielding 2 is single to center, runner out at home. All right, well, yeah. Single to center, runner out at home, batter to second on the throw. All right, I'll take that. And that brings up Castro. So now we got a runner, and we still have a runner at second base. Oh, 66, you gotta be kidding me. Roll it on the second card, it's a 61. 61 is a 6. 6 is a double to left center, runner scores. I don't know. Probably should not have done this. So they got 3 of the 4 runs they need right now, and they have a man at second with only 1 out, and Santana up. I can't believe they're doing this. 31. 31 is a 14, which is a walk. You got to be kidding me. And really very little of this has to do with the fact that Leon is pitching. It's just that the Twins are just going ape shit here. All right, Farmer is up with a man at first and second. I gotta hope those runs don't score before 2 outs can be made. That is a 13. 13 is a 42. 42 on a fielding 2 is a hit by pitcher, fills the bases. Man, I can't believe this. This is unreal. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna leave him out there. I mean, you know, this is his ball game to win or lose. And we got to hope for a double play here or a strikeout or something like that with Jeffers up. And he gets a 61. 61 is a 38. 38 with the bases loaded. On a fielding 2 is an infield fly. The batter is out. Pop out to shortstop. But the shortstop loses the ball in the sun and the runners advance 1 base. Single, runners advance 1 base. Unbelievable, tie game. I wouldn't have believed this was even possible. And now Royce Lewis is up, and the bases are still loaded. And there is only 1 out. 51. 51 is a 9. You got to be kidding me, man. 9 on a D-grade pitcher is a single over first, runners advance, and yeah, that's it. I mean, the game's over. I can't believe that the Twins did this. This is unreal. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. So they got 5 runs that they needed to win the game on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. I mean, maybe I could have seen this coming, but I mean, this is just ridiculous. Trevor Richards is going to get the win, and the loss will certainly go to Leon. I mean, unbelievable. He had the worst inning I've ever seen anybody have. He gave up 5 runs. And, yeah, I mean, this is incredible. We lost. I mean, it's not incredible that we lost, but it's incredible the way we lost. And that's going to be it for me. Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke signing off.